This video is the next video in the trigonometry set of videos. In particular, this video is looking at the cosine rule. The cosine rule is another rule that's used to find the angles or the sides of triangles that are non-right angled triangles. When using the cosine rule, you need to make sure that it is the side opposite the angle you are working with that goes on the left-hand side. It doesn't matter what order you put the other two sides on the right-hand side. I'm going to go through a few examples in this video of how to use the cosine rule. Question 7.1 says, find the size of the side marked x in the following triangle. Give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. To solve this, we're going to use the cosine rule, and the cosine rule is a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Now, we need to make sure that we have the angle A and the side opposite it. So the angle that we have in this triangle is the 52 degrees. So I'm going to label that capital A, and then X is going to be side A. Then it doesn't matter what I label the other two sides. This will be B and this will be C. Filling this in then, we have A squared, which will be X squared, is equal to B squared, which is 7 squared, plus 9 squared, minus 2 times b, which is 7, times c, which is 9, multiplied by the cos of a, and a in this case is 52. Then you can get 7 squared, which is 49, 9 squared, which is 81, minus 2 times 7 times 9, which will give you 126, and then cos 52. Then I would just write the whole thing into your calculator, and you'll get an answer of 52.42665. Then that's what x squared is. We need to figure out what x is, so we get the square root of 52.42665. Then when you type that into your calculator, you're going to get an answer of 7.2406. Then give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. This is going to be x is equal to 7 centimeters. Question 7.2 says, find the length of the side marked x in the following triangle. Give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. Again, we're using the cosine rule, so that's a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Then we can label the sides. So we're looking for x, and we have the angle opposite x, so we need the side opposite the angle that we have to be included in this. So we need x and we need 150. So this is capital A, which will go here. This will be small a, and then we can label the other two sides b and c. It doesn't matter which they are. This then will become x squared is equal to b squared, which is 10.5 squared, plus c squared, which is 12.5 squared, minus 2 times b, which is 10.5, times c, which is 12.5, all multiplied by cos of 105. Now you can actually type all of that into your calculator, and when you type all of that into your calculator, you will get an answer of 334.4399. Then we need what x is, so we get the square root of 334.4399. That then will give us an answer of 18.2877. That, correct to the nearest whole number, is 18. So x here is 18. And because they don't have any units, we could just write 18 units. Question 7.3 says, find the size of the angle marked x in the following triangle. Give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. So here we're looking for x. So when we're looking for an angle, we must include that. So we have a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. So here we have a. So there's only one angle included in this. We're looking for an angle, so we must include this or label this as a. The side opposite that then is small a, and then it doesn't matter what we label the other sides, either one can be b or c. A squared then is 24 squared is equal to b squared, which is 8 squared, plus c squared, which is 26 squared, minus 2 times 8 times 26 cos of a. 24 squared will give us an answer of 576. 8 squared will give us an answer of 64. 26 squared will give us an answer of 676. And then 2 times 8 times 26 will give us an answer of 416. So the next thing we have is 64 plus 676, which will give us 740. Minus 416 cos A. Now we need to get the cos A by itself and everything else on the other side. So what we can do is minus 740 from both sides. So 576 take 740 will give you an answer of minus 164 is equal to minus 416 cos A. We can then divide both sides by minus 416. When we get minus 164 divided by minus 416, that will give us an answer of 0.3942, and that's equal to the cos of A. So then to get A by itself, we get the cos inverse of 0.3942. In the end, we can type that into our calculator and we'll get an answer of 66.78. It wants that correct to the nearest whole number, so we get A is equal to 67 degrees. And that's question 7.3 done. Question 7.4 then says, find the measure of the biggest angle in the given triangle. So, in a triangle, one key fact, the biggest angle is always opposite the biggest side, and the smallest angle is always opposite the smallest side. So in this case, the biggest angle is here, because 8 is the biggest side. So we're looking for x, so we're going to write out the cosine rule. So it's a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. What we can do then is we can label the sides. We're looking for the angle, and there's only one angle in this formula, so we have to label this A. So the side opposite that is going to be A, and then the other two sides can be any side at all, can be either B or C. So this becomes 8 squared is equal to B squared, so 6 squared, plus 4 squared, minus 2 times 6 times 4 cos of x. Then we have 8 squared, which will give us 64, 6 squared, which will give us 36, plus 4 squared, which will give us 16, minus 2 times 6 times 4 is going to give us an answer of minus 48 cos x. 36 plus 16 will give us 52, so this becomes 64 equals 52 minus 48 cos x. Then we can minus 52 from both sides. We'll get 64 minus 52, which will give us 12. And that's equal to minus 48 cos x. We can divide both sides by minus 48. So we'll be left with 12 divided by minus 48, which will give us minus a quarter. And that's equal to cos of x. Then to get x by itself, it's the cos inverse of minus a quarter, which when you type into your calculator, you get the answer of 104.4775. In this question, it doesn't tell us if we have to correct it to the nearest whole number or not, but I am, so this would be x equal to 104 degrees. That then covers the basics of using the cosine rule when given triangles. Of course, the questions will get a little bit more complicated when you have real life examples brought in with it, but I'm hoping that having these as your kind of basic key level will make those questions a little bit easier. If you do have any questions on this video, please get in contact with me, but otherwise I hope it makes sense and I hope it helps you with your learning.